What's up, Ravens community? Before we hop into this video, I want to share something very important with you guys, okay? Somebody that I know and care for, they're having their own yoga class starting up, brand new business, but they are a certified yoga instructor. They love it. They know all the ins and outs of it. And if you have a wife, significant other, girlfriend, whoever that you want to invite to this class, I'm going to drop the link in the description and in the comment section. Like I said, this person is licensed, they're certified, they know what they're doing, and your partner, significant other will have a great time going. So I'm going to drop that link down there. You guys check it out and go ahead, buy a ticket for them and surprise them with this gift right here. All right, now we're going to talk about the Raven training camp practice. So what's good, YouTube? It's Gabriel. There's another Fan TV. Back at you another video. Like the content of this video, go ahead, smash that like button. Like the content of this channel, go ahead, hit subscribe, man. Ravens training camp daily. Ravens are just wrapped up day 9 of training camp, so we're back with another video. Anybody new to this channel, that's what we're doing, man. We're giving Ravens content every single day, pretty much. And if you want to know what's going on with the Baltimore Ravens, come to the channel, hit subscribe, and you're gonna find out. So look, what's going on today? So shorts and helmets first. We're going to start right there. The Ravens are kind of doing a pattern of 2 days shorts and helmets, 2 days fully padded. Just a new rhythm that they're trying to do right now, just to eliminate so much physical contact during practice. And the Ravens' word to training camp has to be cautious. That's the word you hear over and over and over again. And this process of having mixtures of shorts and helmets and padded practice, that's just another way the Ravens being cautious. Okay. Now, who did not practice today? Bateman, Duvernay, Linderbaum, Stevens. Okay. Duvernay, they said he's close to being back from his thigh injury that he suffered in the stadium practice. So hopefully we'll see him out there. I guess the next week of practice, he'll be out there. So I guess maybe like a Monday, we'll see Duvernay out there. That's the hope for right now. They're saying that he probably could have been out there if they weren't being as cautious, but the Ravens are just playing it slow. All right, Brandon Stevens has a minor soft tissue injury. They're being cautious with that as well. They don't want to have any tears or anything like that. So it sounds like they're just holding him up for precautionary reasons and seeing if where he gets along in the injury process when they can bring him back. Okay. Now Linderbaum, who got injured yesterday, got stepped on during a run play. He's expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks of action after his MRI. They said there was no significant damage or anything like that, but hold him off for that 1 to 2 weeks, give his ankle time to recover, and Linderbaum should be back. But this does mean that Linderbaum is probably going to miss, more than likely going to miss the Ravens' first preseason game next week. And I was wondering how much action they would give him in preseason. So we'll see if he plays the second or the third week of preseason, or they just drop him out there game 1 versus the Jets. So we'll see. Okay, Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman, they said if this was last year, he probably could have practiced today, but he has a little bit of a nagging injury, and they want to be safe. They want to be cautious. There's that word again, because Bateman is wide receiver 1. He's so important to this team. If he was to get hurt, injured, that obviously would be very bad for the Baltimore Ravens. So be very careful with him, like they've been with all the guys. And Bateman is out for right now, but hopefully we can see him back maybe even tomorrow or coming back next week on Monday as well. All right. Now, who practiced today? Who came back? Nick Boyle, Justin Houston, Josh Bynes. Now, Houston and Bynes were both veteran days, just some rest days, just to give those guys some chance to recover. No surprise there that they're back. The veteran days is what those guys need, just some time off their feet. Okay. Now, Nick Boyle, he had an injury that he picked up maybe a couple days ago, maybe a week ago or so. And it seems like he's recovered from that now. The Ravens are probably just being extra cautious holding him out. Greg Roman has already talked about the importance of Nick Boyle to this offense with his blocking and things of that nature. So for them to be cautious with Nick Boyle should be no surprise to anyone at all. Okay. Now, we got that out the way. What actually happened on the field today? So, start with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson went 19 for 31 today, which is good, not great. But obviously, I'm not going to be too, too overly critical of it. Just because Rashad Bateman wasn't out there, his number 1 targeted receiver. Now, he did have Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews apparently was heavily targeted today. But Mark Andrews is heavily targeted every day. He's hard to guard. He's a big target. And obviously, he's one of the best tight ends in the NFL, if not the best. Okay. So, sounds like Lamar Jackson kind of leaned on him today. But that doesn't mean other guys didn't have good days as well. Another guy who had a good day, we're hearing his name over and over and over again. That'd be James Prochet. James Prochet was tough to stop today. I believe in the red zone, he caught I think they said like a 9-yard touchdown on Pepe Williams. And he had a bunch of good catches and plays today. So that was good to hear. Now, as far as the defense, so the defense, they said that Pepe Williams was going to bring him up again, that he actually caught a pick six on Tyler Huntley and took it to the crib for, about 30 yards. All right. Now, Pepe Williams is one of one of my favorite rookies from this draft class, just because of his talent, his swagger, his attitude, the way he talks on the field, the way he gets in your face. It kind of reminds me of Marcus Peters, right? So having another guy who's a ball hog, who has that Ravens attitude, that Ravens energy, and Pepe Williams, I love it. So to see him making a play like that, catching the pick six, catching the pick, taking it back to the crib for six, excuse me, it's a beautiful thing. Hopefully he can keep building on that. And I really think he can contribute to this team this season. I really do. Not just special teams, but actually on defense as well. All right. Let's see. Adafe Owe beat Dan Falele for a sack, which doesn't really seem like a fair matchup at this point. Dan Falele is very raw. But for Dan Falele to get better, he has to go against the best. And Adafe Owe is obviously one of the best pass rushers at the Ravens have at their disposal. So that kind of rep is only going to make him better. Falele, I don't expect him to play too much this year unless injuries occur, because I think he needs this year just to get better, get in better shape, and just become a better football player. And I expect to see Falele next year, if anything. So preseason will be very important for him to get those live game reps. But as far as Adafe Owe, he's doing this every practice, getting a sack, man. He is one of the Ravens' key players, and they're going to need him, obviously. So Adafe Owe, a great season for him, will be somewhere between, in my opinion, 9 sacks and up. If he can break double digits, great. So 9 sacks and up for Adafe Owe is a goal that I'm setting out there for him. Hopefully he can reach that. Now, that was kind of it for defense as far as the defensive highlights. Now, what kind of highlighted practice today was the one-on-one drills, okay? Now, Mark Andrews went against Patrick Queen, and he beat Patrick Queen on a fade route. I don't know if it was pretty easily or, he just beat him. We'll see. But, it's kind of funny with this because Patrick Queen called out Andrews yesterday saying that, he wants all the smoke with Mark Andrews, and then they match up today. Now, I love the conference with Patrick Queen going up against Mark Andrews is only going to make him better, because if I had to say what was Patrick Queen's one major weakness, we all know this as Ravens fans, he can look a little lost in pass coverage when it comes to dropping. All right? So going against Mark Andrews in man coverage is only going to make him better, only going to get him better. Mark Andrews got this rep, but who knows, maybe Patrick Queen gets the next one. So I love the competition between the guys. It's all friendly, and the Ravens are making each other better. Iron sharp as iron, as they say, man. All right. Now, this training camp battle is becoming a thing consistently. We're talking about Isaiah Likely versus Kyle Hamilton. They apparently matched up 3 times again. And today, Isaiah Likely won 2 out of 3. But I'm really going to call it 1 out of 2, because apparently the first one, he ran a slant route. And slant routes in one-on-one are pretty much unfair. Like, no corner safety, whoever is going to be able to guard a quick slant in a one-on-one. It's not really that fair. But the second one, Kyle Hamilton broke up. He broke up the pass. Then the last one, Isaiah Likely ran a comeback route. Kyle Hamilton had great coverage again, but Isaiah Likely caught the pass on this one. Now, to see 2 rookies going at it, and this is important reps because these are the kind of players they'll be going against. Isaiah Likely is going to be going against big physical safeties who can maybe match his speed, so he's going to have to try to use his body to get catches. Kyle Hamilton is going to be going against athletic tight ends who can move in space. He has to figure out how to close that gap and make a play on the football. So these guys getting together is really the best possible matchup. I hope they stay matched up when it comes to one-on-ones throughout the rest of training camp, because they will literally get each other better. Because this is the kind of players that they will be going against in live reps when the season starts. Okay. Now, another guy shined in one-on-ones, James Prochet. I don't think I've heard of James Prochet being stopped in a one-on-one drill yet. One-on-one drills obviously favor the wide receiver, but you still got to make the play, and James Prochet is doing that. He's making the play again. I think Jonas Shaffer described him as he's a menace in one-on-one. So, when you hear that, that's good to hear, right? Mekhi Polk got deep on Chuck Clark for a bomb for a touchdown. Now, Chuck Clark being matched up against a wide receiver is not ideal at all. Makai Polk did what he's supposed to do. He's one of these undrafted free agents looking to make a name for himself alongside of Slade Bolden and Shamar Bridges. Makai Polk is a guy that a lot of Ravens fans have hopes for, that he could be the guy. And hey, plays like this, they put you on the map. Chuck Clark is a starter on this team. Okay, so you beat him, coach is going to notice that. So good play by Makai Polk. It seemed like today was a light practice, and it ended with a Justin Tucker 47-yard field goal. Harbaugh pretty much gave him a layup, said, hey, Justin Tucker, you make this field goal, we're going to end practice 40 or so minutes early. So that's what happened today, man. Ravens ended practice about 40 minutes early after Justin Tucker hit that 47-yard field goal. I don't want to forget to mention, he also hit a 65-yard field goal today. So Justin Tucker's leg is still strong. He's still the GOAT. And the Ravens had, I guess this is an uneventful day. I mean, it was another hot one day outside. But I guess today was just more about just getting some light work in. You know, a lot of injuries happened yesterday. So I guess the Ravens were once again being cautious, playing safe. And that's the story of today's practice, all right? So come back for more Ravens reviews tomorrow. I'm going to have them. And it's your boy Gabriel, just another Fan TV. I'm out.